Today we are going to be testing the exclusives of Dharma. So Dharma is a damage dealer that can also apply shield, which is why we're going to be pairing him with Nordak. Those shields are definitely going to be good for Nordak. You can see my Beatrice is just E1. I'm going to get some boosts in damage from her, but of course, the major boost from Beatrice comes when she's E3. So what you are going to see is not even the best that this team can do. But of course, we are going to still try it. Yeah, so let's just do some simulations. My Dharma is currently E0. Let's do some skips and let's see how it does. Although I think I'm supposed to actually share my stats with you guys, but yeah, let's just do some skips first. We'll share the stats, then we can exclusive this guy up. So you can see Dama is doing just 113 million damage, but you can see Nodak is doing 403 million damage. Of course, there are some minor shields from my pet, but you can see it's not much. My pet is not providing much at the moment, but yeah, the major damage now is coming from Nodak. I see Agatha is doing well at exclusive 2. You don't really expect damage from Beatrice. She's there for support, but she still did 16 million, which of course it's not bad. Any damage you can get, it's okay. We are happy with it. So 755 million, but I believe this team can do more even at E0. So let's do another simulation. Let's do another simulation. Let's see how well we can do with Dama. It's okay. We did more with Dharma. You can see Dharma did 146 million damage. Nondak did less this time, 385. So, of course, the number is always going to vary, but you can see that we're going to be doing just about 700, close to 800 million damage. Let's just do one more skip for good measure. Let's see what we get it third time. It might be less, it might be more, it might be the same. Actually, I've had a situation like that where I had two scores exactly the same, but that's really happened. So you can see it's much less this time. But you get the picture. We're going to be doing around 700 million with an E0 Dama. So before we upgrade our Dama, let us check our lineup. Let's check the stats and the auto command. So my auto command for Dama, for his active skill 2, which is his concentration, this skill here, this I'm making this the highest because it gives him attack up, restores or allies HP, but really it gives you attack up at the beginning of the match. But this thunderstorm kick is his main strength, but you see it is a zero taunt skill, so it is always available for you to use. So when you have a skill like that that's always available, you have to make sure that that is not the first. Since it's always available, use the one that is not always available, which is this, and it actually gives him a buff. Then you use this as the second skill. So yeah, that's how it's going to work. So it's going to be rotating between concentration and thunderstorm kicking. Let's check my build. I have 100% crit rate. I have just 296 crit damage. I'm sure you have seen better builds. You probably have seen 350 or 400 crit damage. But yeah, this is just what I have. You can see my equipment not that strong. So I'm having 5-star equipment. So yeah, that's the best I can get at the moment. These are the stats. You want to focus on attack, crit, and crit damage. Of course, HP will help with the shield. The more HP has, the better a shield, and that better shield is also going to help your Nordak do more damage. Let's check out Catherine. This is the auto command for Catherine, pretty standard. These are stats. It's not the focus of this video. Just want to share it so that you guys can see what I'm working with. Beatrice, this is the auto command for Beatrice. At E1, this is the best auto command because at E1, the Prelude Reverie, which is an active skill 2, this one is automatically done at the beginning of the match, so you don't need to start with it. You start with your Dazzling Drum Beats, but you have to make sure Prelude Reverie is the most used active skill. And these are the stats. You need to have some speed on her so that she can go as often as possible, giving you that boost on her second active skill. This is the effect hit. For now, the effect hit value doesn't really matter. It's really going to matter when she's on E3 and you're going to need 250%. But once again, Beatrice is not the focus of this video. Agatha, this is the command, and these are the stats that I have on Agatha. Pretty much average. And Nodak, the star of this team at the moment. Dama might actually take over, but let's see. With Nodak, yeah, this is the speed I have on him. The my crit rate is maxed. My crit damage 233. Of course, all these stats could be better, but yeah, this is what I'm working with at the moment. So you have seen my stats, you have seen my auto commands. Now let us upgrade this man. Yeah, let us upgrade him. Let's take him to exclusive one. Exclusive one Dharma. Where is my Dharma? Something tells me I've skipped Dharma. Have I? Have I skipped Dharma? Dharma, where are you? It's still guys. I think I'm going blind. Oh yeah, I've seen him. I wanted to say I'm going blind because I don't understand. Let's take Dharma to exclusive one. Upgrade. Confirm. So you can see the first exclusive. Each layer of gathering internal force increases Dharma's piercing rate by 10%. So we're going to be able to bypass more of the boss's defense, and leech by 8%. We're going to be able to heal when casting Mountain Destroying Palm, which is his basic. Oh, when casting Mountain Destroying Palm. Okay. Dharma additionally. Okay, when casting Mountain Destroying Palm, Dharma additionally deals 200% attack damage to the target instead. So this is interesting because Mountain Destroying Palm is his basic attack, which is this. So the E1 is supposed to boost his basic attack. Ha. Now it's quite tricky because this is active skill one. It's supposed to be the main source of damage because it scales the more gathering you are getting. But the thing is, it now seems like it's difficult to be difficult to auto because on auto you can put this as the most used, but if you put this, then that means you are never going to do the basic attack. So I think what we could do is we could try two modes and see which one does the most damage. Let's see when we use the active skill one as the main damage, and when we use the basic, which one is going to do more for auto. Because I believe maybe with basic you can change it because I think the reason why this exclusive one is going to be better on E5 because when you're on E5 and you cast concentration, you can see that you are going to get a free basic because you're going to do a pursue attack. But that is on E5, and I'm very much far, very very far from E5 at the moment. So I'm not going to get that at the moment. So yeah, that means this exclusive one should not do much damage for me. The changes should not be much. But let's just try that. You can see Dama is now on E1, exclusive one. Let us skip. Let's see what we get. I don't think focusing on the basic attack alone at this point is going to. I feel it will even do worse damage. So, okay, we have done more damage. You can see Dama has improved in his damage. You can see Nodak is doing about the damage he was doing before, but Dama has improved. There's a big improvement for Dama. But I guess that is just down to increase in stats because when you go to exclusive one, you get, I believe, 10% increase on all your stats. So, if not for anything, if not for the passive, at the very least, for the increase in stats, we have done more damage. Maybe if I skip, I'll probably not do as much as this anymore. But yeah, let's just do on that skip. Let's see what another skip is going to do for us. We just had 805 million from the first simulations. Okay, now I've had 798, but you can see there's a theme. The theme now is that Nodak is now always over 400 million damage, and there's an improved damage from Dama. Let's just do one more skip. Like I said, focusing is basic. I don't think that is a good idea because his major boost is coming from his active skill one, which is on 0 tons. So you can see we are doing roughly 798 million damage. So let's just say marginally better than E1, marginally better than E0 because yeah, the E1. The funny thing is that the E1 is not going to have any. The E1 is not going to have any real value until you get to E5. That's the crazy thing. So yeah, let's just go to exclusive to Damar. Damar, okay. Exclusive to. Let's upgrade this man. Confirm. So on exclusive 2, after Dharma casts Thunderstorm, each time he additionally inflicts one layer of Disturb Breath on the target for 2 turns, each layer of Disturb Breath increase the owner's direct damage taken. Wow, wow, wow. By 10% and by 20% if the owner is a boss. Up to 3 layers can be owned, which means we are going to be getting about 60% improved direct damage against the boss. All layers of Disturb Breath will be removed when the owner takes dot. So that is why from this point forward, Dharma is not going to be good in the dot team. Yeah, so our stats have gone up. Yeah, well now on 37k attack. I believe it started from 35k attack, so we've gotten a good boost in attack. The increase in stats alone should mean we should do more damage, but the increase now that we have Disturb Breath should be a significant increase in damage. You can see our Dharma is E2. Let us skip and see what we get. E2 Dharma, how much better are you than E1 and E0? 813. Okay. It's funny now that we are not getting much increase in damage, unfortunately. 408 from Nodak. Dharma is just doing about 100 plus million. Guys, I know that this is not the best team for him. The comps you see him with is usually with an E3 Beatrice. I don't know. Maybe other, like I've seen better comps than this, but it is that a lot of those I don't have like an A3 Beatrice, and a lot of those other support are on other teams for me. So this is basically what I have. Quite interesting. It's not. This is well. It is an increase, anyways. It is an increase, but really not significant at the moment. Mind you, without Dama on this team, I'm able to do about 698 to 700 million, maybe 710 on a good skip. But basically, what I'm getting now with an E2 Dama, I'm only getting an 100 million increase. So if I remove Dama from this team and I put an E1 Heng E3, wow, that is a mouthful. So if I'm using Heng, let me show you guys let's do a quick demonstration. So I have a setup with Heng. Yeah, I have a setup with Heng. So let's do a skip. Let me show you guys what happens if I put Heng E1 on this team. Let's just see what happens. You are going to see that I'm doing 711 million damage. So basically, with an E2 Dama, I've gotten 100 million, which I guess for a lot of you that might be much. In fact, for me as well, it's much. It's much for me, but not. It's I would say it's underwhelming. Let's put it like that. I expected more from an E2 Dama, especially now that we're using the store breath. This just goes to show you that the E2 boost is not as much as what you would get from the E4. I believe that's why they always say E4 is the best Dama. So let's just go to oh yeah, let's go. Let's E3 our Dama. Where is Dama E3? Hope we are still recording. Let me check. Yeah, okay, we're good. Still recording. Okay, Dama E3. Let's upgrade. Confirm. Okay, we've upgraded. Now, what do we get on E3? 0.2% of Dama's initial crit damage above 150% will be converted to shield effect. Up to 40% shield effect can be gained this way. So right now, my Dama is okay. 0.2 of Dama's. Okay, 0.2. Okay. So basically, if you have 250% crit damage, that means you have 100% crit damage above the initial 150, above 150. So which means 100 times 0.2, that should give you 20%. Yeah, 20%. So which means you need to have 450% crit damage to get the 40% shield effect. That's very, very funny to me because I know I'm never going to get that. But yeah, you can say I have 296. I can probably push for 300. So which will give me at least over 20%. Which will give me at least, I think that should give me 30% actually. Yeah, because 300 will mean I have 150% above. Okay, that should give me something around 30%. Because 100% will give me 0.2 times 50. Yeah, that's basically, if, yeah, 0.2 times 10 is times 100 is 20%. So times 50 should be 10%. So that should give me 30%. If I can take him to um 300% crit damage, I am getting 30% effective. So now, naturally, you would think that now that I've gotten my shield, if not effective, rather shield effect, shield effect. Thank you very much for the correction. Um, Now that I've gotten a boost in shield effect, a 30% boost in shield effect, you would think that my Nodak should do more damage now. But I'm willing to bet that I'm not going to do that much damage. I don't think I'm going to do much, but let's see. Let's see how this is going to play out. Okay, Nodak actually improved to 447, but yeah, it's just marginal. These are just marginal increase. Yeah, it's not groundbreaking. Let's just put it like that. So yeah, between E0, this is just really, I find this really funny, honestly, guys. Between E0 Dama and E3, and now I'm not doing 848 million. I think I was doing 700 at E0. I was doing 730 minimum, then 770 maximum. But now at E3, I'm now doing 848. So about 70 million more damage at E3. I believe the major boost is going to come at E4. And as soon as I get into E4, I'm going to also share that, and we'll compare the whole journey and see how it grows from E0 and see if there's that major boost. It seems like that major boost comes at E4. Then, of course, there's another step again at E5, but it seems like at E4 is where it truly starts to shine. So, before we get to exclusive for Dharma, I want to make a quick correction. I had said you need 400% to get the effect, the shield effect from his exclusive too, but that's not the case. If every 100% gives him 20% effect it and a cap, not effect it. Why do I keep saying effect it? Shield effect. Every 100% extra crit damage above 150% crit damage is going to give you 20% shield effect, which means if you add 200%, you're going to have 40% shield effect. So if he's on 150 and you add 200, that's 350%. So you just need to get him to 350% to get the maximum shield effect. So that's a very important correction, not 400, because 400 is just outrageous. Although I believe at some point we're going to be having characters that will be having 400 or that will be needing 400 or 500% crit damage to do something special. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Metro needs that, but I think to do a lot of damage, a lot of people have a huge amount of crit damage on Melcho. But anyways, just wanted to correct that. So before we get to E4 Dama, E3 Dama, actually, I was able to bring together this team. So the point of the whole thing is to use characters or heroes that I am not using in any other Wuthering Coast team. And for me right now, that is Esther. She's just on E1, so she's not that great. Rista, of course, as well. It's not in. He's a good hero, but it's not in any team at the moment. Yeah. So these guys, the four of them are not in any team. Santa, both of them are Christmas exclusive heroes. Yeah. Anyways, let's just do a quick skip as Lily and Santa. Let's do, or Nicholas rather, but we call him Santa. Let's do a quick skip and see how much damage. This time we're focused on Dharma. You can see Dharma was able to do 421 million damage. So it's important to see this because it's from all my previous tests, it may look like Dharma is a bomb, but it's actually not a bomb. It's very good. Though this is just E3. I believe by the time we get to E4, if you have something like an E3 Esther, you have like an E3 Beatrice, you combine those two on one team with Dama, I believe you're going to see the very best of Dama. So, yeah, but this is quite solid for E3 Dama. 447 million damage is no slouch. So, yeah. So, next up will be E4 Dama. All right, some time have passed since the last recording, and I am finally able to get Dama to exclusive 4. Yeah, so right now it's on exclusive three. We've seen that on its own with my makeshift team, I'm able to do 400 plus million damage, and with the Nordak team, is able to do 800 plus million damage. Now let's take him to exclusive four. Tada! Yeah. So we have plus 50 speed, obviously. And okay, let's check what exclusive 4 does. After launching each stage of attack, Dharma's skill damage dealt will be increased by 15% until the end of the current turn, up to 6 times can be increased. So this is supposed to be groundbreaking. I believe this is for his active skill too. I believe, oh no, it's not. Okay, I believe it's a passive then. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, it's a passive. So basically, for all his active skill, basically that is his active skill too, which is this one. This is the major damage dealing skill. Yeah. So let's see how much by how much we are going to improve our damage. At this point, I'm not even expecting much anymore. I feel like maybe I don't have the proper team that will really get the best out of him. My Beatrice is just E1. So I guess all those amazing damages you will see Beatrice on E3, you'll see Big Jack in the team. Or okay, maybe not Big Jack actually. But anyways, let's just try. Let's try with the Nordak team. You can see it's already exclusive four. Let's test with the Nordak team. We're doing 836 or 800 plus basically in the past. Let's see by how much his damage is going to increase. Wow, 941. Okay, this is significant. There's a clear difference right now. So you can see that his damage has basically doubled his personal damage. The other characters, like the amount of support he's providing at up to E3 is the most support he will provide, which is in terms of adding shield, and that extra shield makes Nordak do more damage. But you can see his own personal damage goes up from exclusive 4. And I believe exclusive 5 is even going to be better, but that's going to take some time. So I'm just going to share up to exclusive 4 with you guys. Maybe in future when I get him to E5, we can check out that difference, and that will be more like a part 2 of this video. But you can see his damage has practically doubled. Let's do another skip. Let's see, are we going to do better or worse? We just did 941 million, I believe. Let's see how much better we can do. Okay, 932. Okay, we did a bit worse. But you get the gist. We are doing about 100 million more damage now. And guys, I will repeat, this is with E1 Beatrice. E3 Beatrice gives a huge boost to direct damage dealers. So yeah, definitely this thing will be doing much more with an E3 Beatrice. Of course, maybe myself with an improved build as well. So let's try the final test on E4. Let's check his own team. Makeshift, of course. This on that case, I'm using E1 Esther. E3 Esther, of course, will help him do more. But anyways, this is what I have. Let's go. We're doing 440 something before. Let's see if we can. So we should go to about 500, I believe. At least 500. Anything less than 500 is going to be very bad. Yes, 531. Yes. So basically, E4 gave us 100 million more damage. Yeah, it may not look so fancy, but yeah, I think for an essentially free damage dealer, I think this is actually awesome. So 100 million more damage at E4. I wouldn't complain about that. If you want more damage, go for Jingle Bell. Of course, Jingle Bell is a better damage dealer, but Jingle Bell is a limited hero, which many of us will not get in our lifetime. Anyways, that's about it for the test. If you have any more suggestions or any questions about this test so far, let me know in the comment section. Smash the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.